All right. For those of you that are interested in ServiceNow stock and considering buying ServiceNow stock and adding it to your portfolio, I've got some information that I think all of you should know. For those of you that are not interested in adding ServiceNow stock to your portfolio, I would consider adding it to your watch list. ServiceNow stock is a stock that I have on my list of stocks to buy. I recently updated and reiterated that recommendation, and there are a lot of reasons to like ServiceNow stock, so I encourage you all to at least consider it. Put it on your watch list, watch this video, watch my other videos on ServiceNow stock, and really start thinking about this excellent AI investment. But let me share with you some of the key details that I think everyone interested in ServiceNow stock should know.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
All right, so one of the reasons why ServiceNow is gaining widespread adoption among enterprises worldwide is because process optimization, according to the CEO of ServiceNow, is the single biggest generative AI use case in the enterprise. In other words, taking a inventory of all of the processes you have to do in your business. What is everything you do to generate revenue and profit at your business? And then optimizing that using artificial intelligence. Can you do those actions in shorter time? Can you do those actions more effectively with higher quality? Can you do those actions with fewer people at lower cost? All of which benefits the enterprise, all of which creates interest in ServiceNow, because that's what ServiceNow helps enterprises do. Optimize their process, become more profitable, become more effective. And that's creating huge interest in ServiceNow, as the CEO and the company management will discuss here in this question and answer session with Wall Street analysts. So the CEO continues to say that every workflow in every enterprise will be rethought. And of course, entrepreneurs, business owners, bosses, they're all going to be interested, unless of course you work for the government, then you don't really have an incentive to get better at what you do. A little shot here for my government employees. I don't mean the ones that are watching my channel. You clearly care about being better at your job. I'm talking about all the other government employees, notably the ones at the DMV, who seem to work as slowly as possible. But I digress. So every workflow in the enterprise will be rethought with the aim of getting better, with the aim of being more profitable, delivering higher quality, improving customer service, all of which can be helped with generative AI and large language models. One of the use cases is in customer service. So instead of sharing a customer that calls in, instead of sharing them around, putting customers on hold or telling them they'll get back to you, what if you have real-time data where most of the cases are deflected from virtual agents? What if a customer can just go onto your website or your app, type in exactly what they're looking for, or speak it into the audio retrieval connection on your website, and get their question answered and get their case solved without needing to go through all the hassle of calling in, waiting on hold, trying to get to the right person that knows that information, that has the authority to solve the problem. That process, that whole customer service process right now is broken for many companies. It leaves a poor customer experience on the one hand, and on the other hand, it leads to higher costs for the enterprise. You've got to pay these agents, you've got to pay the folks that are on the phone communicating with the folks that call in, and it all leads to a bunch of waste. So if you can have that all automated with artificial intelligence, with large language models, that whole process can be improved, and that'll lead to a win-win situation, which is rare. It's rare to find these win-win situations where, as a business, you can cut your cost and at the same time increase quality for your customers. Every business owner, everyone would love to do that. I look for those opportunities every day, ways that I can make the quality of my videos better and do it at lower cost to myself. Every business owner, every person who's interested in delivering good performance would love to do that. Those win-win situations are rare. They're rare. And artificial intelligence with the large language model and the customer agent problem is one case where that is a true win-win. All right. So in their latest quarter, ServiceNow beat all of their expectations. They told investors they were going to deliver a certain amount of revenue, a certain amount of profit, and they exceeded those, right? They gave investors a case. They said, this is the worst case, this is the best case. They even exceeded the best case scenario in the latest quarter. And the CFO saying that there was two reasons for that. Number one, we had a lot of net new contract value growth, a lot of new customers, new contract value, and higher early renewals. So customers that were up for renewal maybe 2 months later or 4 months later, they went ahead and renewed early. So two reasons why their performance in the first quarter was much better than expected. All right, but things are not all great. Okay, this isn't 2021. If you recall, 2021, software as a service companies were absolutely thriving, revenue growth was soaring, and enterprises were spending money without question. Now, it's not 2021, the president and CEO says. It still takes many more approvals and all the things that we discussed from a sales perspective in trying to get business validation done or a purchase being made. And I started to notice this in late 2022 when businesses started reporting that it's no longer so easy to make sales. Previously, last year I was able to make a sale and close it in 2 weeks. Now it's taking me 3 months to close a similar sale. The person I'm speaking to has to go get approval from 2 or 3 other higher ups before they can come back and actually agree to make the purchase. Instead of being able to close the sale over the phone, over a quick conversation of 15 or 30 minutes, I'm having to fly out to meet the customer several times, present my case, take my team, have them give presentations. The whole sales process is much more difficult than it was in 2021. So that's still the same. But the company saying that despite that difficulty, we are executing well within that environment given our promise of efficiency and automation. So that is absolutely resonating. So after they go through that whole process, they're still able to win contracts. It's just not as easy to win those contracts as it was in 2021. And this isn't just ServiceNow. This isn't just with them. I'm seeing this reported from many other companies that I'm following. They've all noticed an increase in deal scrutiny that needs to go through more channels before it gets given the okay. And that's creating a little bit of a slowdown in terms of the rate of growth for many of these software as a service businesses. So you can understand several things are working in ServiceNow's favor. It's delivering on these key strategic imperatives businesses are interested in automating and improving effectiveness, improving efficiency. And ServiceNow is executing pretty strongly amid this backdrop. And so you can understand why I recently upgraded ServiceNow stock to a buy. And the valuation is still not too expensive, trading at a forward price to earnings of 43. Given all of the company's characteristics. Again, I've made several videos on ServiceNow stock, which I will link to at the end of this one. I encourage you to do your own due diligence, and I've got a lot of videos for you to watch and listen to give you some more information on this excellent AI business. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.